Today we are going to do a get ready with me while I talk about new makeup releases. There has been so many new makeup releases that have actually intrigued me the last couple of weeks. Normally I don't do these kinds of videos. I only do them if there is releases that I'm genuinely interested in. And honestly, for the majority of this year, a lot of the consistent releases have really been a bit of a snooze fest or just a flat out period no from me, and I don't like to do them if I don't have anything nice to say about any of the products really. What I'm trying to say is today there's some releases that are interesting to me, or releases that I have some thoughts on that I wanted to share with you guys. And also a lot of you have been asking what my opinion of the new Natasha Denona release is, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you. Now before we get stuck into the video, let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. We are going to get started. A couple of quick things. One, this is my first ever video filming with my brand new Canon. I got a Canon R7 and it is 4K. Now this is my first time. So one, if it's a bit clunky and like the quality is not as good, then bear with me, because I'm still adjusting to like settings and all that jazz. But also if I have figured out how to upload in 4K, this should be in 4K. I'm not sure I'm prepared personally for everyone to watch me in 4K, but hopefully it is. If not, it's coming. Stay tuned. I'm not going to talk through any of the makeup that I'm doing today because it's already hard enough for me to concentrate and get through this in a timely fashion, trying to do two things at once. So one, bear with me, I'm probably really annoying to listen to because trying to do my makeup while trying to talk about it, it can get a bit challenging, but I just like it. It's fun. I like to do something while I do it. Anyway, and you guys seem to really like it when I do like my makeup while I talk about them. Let's just get started, okay? It's gonna be a long one. These take a while. So strap on in. Get yourself a coffee. I really wish I had a snack. Actually, I would love to have a little like chippy to snack on, but I don't have any in the house. So anyway. Tarte. This is an exciting release. When I first saw this picture, I was like, hell yes, sign me up, take my money. Then I looked at the shade range and I was like, is this a joke? But is this a joke? Like genuinely, is this a joke? Because what is this? So the product itself is the Major Skin Cream Foundation and Translucent Finishing Powder Duo, $52 US. It's getting released August 30 in America. It'll be a little while before it hits like Cult Beauty. I don't even know if it'll hit Sephora Australia, to be honest. They seem to have given up restocking Patrick Tar stuff and getting his new releases in. But anyway, that's a whole other discussion. So this says, perfects the complexion, leaves a weightless everyday finish, creamy blendable medium coverage. And then there's a complimentary satin finish airspun setting powder, blurs the appearance of pores. So the actual product itself, I think this is awesome. I think this is an amazing concept. I genuinely, I'm sorry if I go in and out of focus. Again, bear with me with the quality of this, pretty please. I think the concept of this is incredible. If the products themselves in this compact is like what Patrick Tar normally produces and just exceptional quality, I think this is such a brilliant idea. Like to have your powder and foundation, especially for anyone that maybe doesn't even wear a lot of like makeup, this might be like perfect. Or you just want to be like, you know, there's a lot of people I would imagine that would like go to the gym before work, for example. Like how easy would this be to like pack in your makeup bag for that, just that kind of stuff. I think that's awesome. I'm really hoping that it's this photo and not the actual situation, because this shade range looks like, apart from say maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7. Okay, let's go 7. Maybe apart from 7 shades, this looks like I could use every single one of those shades and make it work for me. Does it not? I reckon I can nearly make every single one of these shades work for me, which should not be the case in a 24 shade foundation drop. I'm sorry, it should just not be the case. And he's broken the like shade ranges down into like fair, light, let me check, hold please, fair, light, light medium, medium, and tan. Are we just skipping deep and deep dark? We're just blatantly not, we're not catering. Now I get a little bit nervous talking about shade ranges, to be fair, because I'm not a professional makeup artist, and I have not worked with other skin tones a whole lot. So yes, I recognize that maybe my analysis of said shade range is incorrect, because maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe those of you who are in the deep and the deep dark category might comment and say, no girl, this is a great shade range. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I'll be shocked, and if that is the case, happy days. I'm actually really happy if that is the case and I've got this wrong, because I would really hope that we are catering to more than just me and my skin tone in 2022 even. So I don't know where all my brushes have gone. So yeah, I don't appreciate the shade range for this, and if this shade range is that appalling, I don't think I will be picking this up as much as I would like to, because I'm super excited to try this product. I think it should be good, and I'm very intrigued about it, and honestly, if it worked, would work really well, you know, to travel with. But I don't know if I can outrightly pick up a product like this that has such an appalling shade range. So I'm just going to sit on the fence and let you guys kind of guide whether or not you would really just like to see this regardless, or what, because at the moment I'm leaning towards no, but I'm also really hoping this is just a promotional photo. But even if that's the case, maybe do a better job, because you're excluding a lot of people with just this promotional photo. Next up is Make Beauty Official. Now, has anyone, first of all, tried this brand? And if you have, can you please let me know in the comments what you think of them and like what products are good, because I've never heard of them before, and I'm kind of intrigued because these look really beautiful, and this is a shade range. This is always a good shade range. I always look at a bronzer shade range to kind of see if they've catered for someone like, say, Nima Tang, because I've always remember watching her just try bronzer after bronzer, trying to find something to suit her skin tone. So I always try really hard to keep that in mind when I'm looking at shade ranges. Again, I'm not perfect in any way, shape or form, but I do try to keep it in mind as much as possible within my expertise range. And I know there'll be someone that comments being like, well, learn better. And it's like, I am trying. It's just sometimes you got to try a few times, you know, to get it. Anyway, good shade range in my opinion, and looks very intriguing because it says it's a micro suede matte bronzer. But it also says that it's formulated with active multifunctional sensory powders, including or infused with hydrating hyaluronic acid and replenishing serum oils. Feels lightweight and silky smooth, and it is $32 US. And then there's a refill coming for $20 US, which is awesome. And I'm really intrigued to try it. Again, like, I've never heard of the brand. I'd be really interested to know if any of you have tried the brand before and what you think, because it looks lovely to me. So yeah, let me know. And if anyone knows where an Australian could purchase it from, please, again, let me know. I mean, I'll probably Google it after this, but you know. Sigma is releasing an Alice in Wonderland collection. It looks like it's got an eyeshadow palette, a highlight and blush little duo, and also two lips and brushes. I think this is cute. I think if you're a Sigma fan, an Alice in Wonderland fan, like a Disney fan, I think this is actually, they've done a pretty good job with this in terms of like color story and all that jazz. I think the eyeshadow palette color story is really cute. Is it something that, like, me personally, I'm gonna pick up? No, because I don't need a palette like this in my collection, especially, you know, right now, considering I have so many palettes. But it's also just not a color story that I would even like. There's like 2 shades in there that I would really incorporate into on a daily basis, and that's it. So like, there's no point. And those shades at the end that I'm intrigued about are the blue greens, but again, I wouldn't even like really wear them a whole lot. So yeah, I wouldn't personally pick up the eyeshadow palette, but I could see how, if this color story, or if you're an Alice in Wonderland fan or a Sigma fan, I could see how this would really be quite exciting. because it is genuinely quite pretty. And then you have the brushes. Sigma brushes are actually really lovely quality. I have quite a few of them in my collection. I don't rate them over my BK or my Refa, but I do quite like them. I think if it's something that you're interested in picking up, you wouldn't ever be disappointed in their brushes. That's, you know, personal opinion, but I really don't think that you would be disappointed in their brushes. I think that they're really a lovely quality. And then I don't really like the lips, I don't like the shades, and I don't need any more lip products. But again, if you're into that Disney collection, it really goes well with the theme. Then we have this one, which I'm very intrigued about. So this one is the Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Complexion Drops, which it says that this is a skin tint at the top there, but when you actually look at the description, it says that it is like complexion drops, so provides instant hydration with breathable light to medium coverage. And like most skin tints generally don't provide light to medium coverage. They're generally just a light coverage. Does depend though. I think this looks quite intriguing. The shade range again could do some work, but it actually says in the description that there's 4 more shades to be dropped around December. So I have a feeling, obviously, like everyone, they've got production line issues and are just getting to that point as a business where they're like, we've just got to release it as it is for now. But I'm hoping that the shades are at the other end of the spectrum in terms of like deeper shades, and not, it looks like my skin tone range is catered for, so, which could be the case, who knows. I do get that there is some businesses that's like, you know, we just got to get these cracking. So I appreciate that they've added that in. $68 US, so it'd be about 100 Australian, so it is expensive, but she's a luxury brand, so I don't really expect anything less. As a side note, I'm testing this Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation at the moment, and it's quite nice. I need to check out the ingredients, because quite often Westman Atelier loves a bit of coconut, so I just need to check out if there is coconut in this. If there isn't, would you guys be interested in a review, or like just me testing this out and letting you know my thoughts on this particular product? Let me know if enough of you say yes. If there is no coconut in it and enough of you want to see a review, I will certainly pick it up. But if not, if you just like pass, then that's fine too, and I will save myself some coin. From the description of this, it also says it's a lightweight oil that transforms into a cushiony serum for a radiant dewy finish. It sounds like the Kosas face oil. It just sounds and looks like that's going to be a similar product, and I didn't mind that product, but I also didn't like super love it, so I can go either way with this one. And I know you guys are awesome, and we will be like, oh no, you know, don't spend your money on something. I genuinely don't mind buying products that you guys genuinely want to see, as long as like ingredients wise I can, you know, pick them up. That's totally fine by me. It's like, I want this to be my job one day, so yeah, that really doesn't bother me. Iconic has released a skin tint. Again, shade range is pretty good. It's small, but because it's a skin tint, it will stretch. And it's got like 3 in each category. So Patrick Tar, again, if your shade range is as per your promotional picture, you might want to contact the Iconic to get an update on how to do it properly. But again, this is something that I wouldn't pick up, because it does say like it's a true skin tint. It says it's blurring, blah, blah, blah. For me, they never are. They just never are. I just don't think that my skin enjoys these types of products, which is why, you know, even with the Westman one, I'm like, oh, we'll just play that by ear a little bit. So yeah, I can see if you're into skin tints, this will be awesome, but not for me. This one is exciting. Kathleen Lights, so she has her brand Lights Lacquer, and she's releasing these 3 nail polishes, pressed nails, and 3 lip glosses. It's kind of exciting to see her getting into makeup. I'm excited. I would genuinely be excited to what kind of products she brings out. I think her makeup aesthetic is really beautiful. I quite like Kathleen. She's quite enjoyable. And I love those nail polish colors. We can't get nail polish like shipped to Australia, I'm pretty sure, but if we could, I genuinely would buy all 3 of those nail polish colors. They are my colors. I love the glitter. I love the other 2 shades. I also don't like press on nails. I just can't make them work for me. I just cannot. I have tried and tried, but they are very pretty, and I think it's like a really smart business move on her part to incorporate like pressed nails. They are definitely more and more a thing now, especially after COVID, when everyone couldn't like go to the nail salon and stuff. Like obviously they've become more of a thing, so I think that's a really good idea. So I like the collection. I just can't actually shop her website. Lawless has also brought the Daisy birthday collection. I think this is really cute. Again, it's not something that I need, but I think that this is really cute. It's like a little soft pink blush, and their Forget the Filler lip gloss is amazing. And the lipstick shade looks really beautiful too. I think it's for her daughter's birthday, isn't it? I actually could have just made that up. I just don't know where I saw that from. But anyway, very pretty. Can't get that in Australia, but it's cute. Even if I could get it in America though, to be fair, I don't think I would actually pick that up. I just don't need it. Urban Decay. Bless them. Urban Decay Shadow, as some of you probably know, is actually, I've tried their eyeshadow formula for the first time in the past week. Yes, I know. I have been doing this since like 2016, 2017, and I've never tried Urban Decay shadows before. They've just never really grabbed me, you know? Anyway, they're releasing the She-Hulk collection, and it's a mini 6-pan and a big one, and I get it. Look, packaging, cool. Layout, sure. I just don't get the color story. And like, I was watching Angie Nyquist, and I was like, yeah, that's what this is missing. She's like, why don't you have any green mattes? So that if people are buying this and they genuinely are for the She-Hulk, they could do like a whole green look, instead of it just only having the green metallics, which I was like, yeah, that makes complete sense to me. But I probably don't know enough about She-Hulk, to be fair, to like comment on whether or not this is like a color story that's like completely like accurate. It just, yeah, I don't know why there wouldn't be green mattes. That doesn't, you know. But I'm sure that the Marvel fans who this is actually for will buy this up, and it'll be great for them, but it is not for me. Are any of you guys going to pick this up because you are a Marvel fan or a She-Hulk fan, or you just like the color story? Is it for you? Also, just because I don't like something, don't get offended or anything. Like, we're all allowed to have different tastes. It's completely fine. I might like something you don't, all that jazz. Just be nice about it, because, you know, there's no reason to be mean. The moment we have all been waiting for, the new Natasha Denona My Dream collection. What do you guys think? Listen, I love it. Instantly when I saw it, I thought retro. Like, instantly when I saw it, I really did. And I still think retro. I think it will be a good companion piece to retro. I actually think it'll be a good companion piece to retro and glam. And I think it's, like, I do actually think it's quite pretty. I like it. I love the packaging. It looks like it's a midi, which I love. I wish that she would just stick to midis and minis, to be fair. I like the face palette where it's got the highlighters and the cream blush, and I'll probably pick it up just for review purposes, but it makes me disappointed if this is the only shade, just because, I mean, obviously, as discussed, like when you have like a one size fits all like that, it really is never one size fits all. But I think with the shade, the dark blush and that other highlight shade being quite deep from the looks of it, it might actually stretch across a few tones, which would be good. But I'll have to wait until more photos come out on that. But yeah, I'm going to pick this up 120%. I was never not going to, but it is beautiful. I really like it. It's that kind of like smoky purple that I love to wear on the everyday as well. And I just love that freaking packaging. Oh, I just love it. And I've seen a couple of people not liking the lipstick tones, but that's my kind of a lipstick tone. So I have never picked up Natasha Denona lip products before, but I think this might be the first collection, actually out of any collection ever, period, that I might actually buy the entire thing that's dropping, because I actually really like all of it. It's, yeah, no, actually I really like this whole thing. And when I look at it, I was like, oh, I probably won't get that much use out of it, but I'm lying. I'll get a lot of use out of that eyeshadow palette, honestly. That is colors that I wear every day. I think this is an awesome collection. I really, really do. I really like that she's called it like my dream palette and my dream collection, because I can tell you right now, if I have my own brand, you bet your bottom dollar I'd be creating the products that I personally want. So I just love that she's just owned it. So yes, this is 100% a win for me, and I'm dying to know exactly when this is going to be released. I really hate when things get the whole coming soon, and I'm like, that's great, could you just give me a date so that at least I'm aware? I really hate limbo. It's not designed for my personality type. So yeah, this is 100% above. Tom Ford is releasing a white suede collection, and this is not for me. I quite like Tom Ford, as you know, and I quite have been enjoying picking up a lot of his pieces recently, but I do have to admit this kind of face palette, it's just not something I'm going to use. And because his stuff is so pricey, which is fine, it's a luxury brand, it's just, you know, I do like to pick and choose the collections that I pick up and really keep it to, you know, the collections that I genuinely will get a lot of use out of, and this is not one of them. But I think if you are someone that likes these kind of palettes where it's the kind of one and done, you've got your eyeshadow, your blush and your highlight all in one, and you like the colors, then it's, you know, and you like Tom Ford, you like that luxury, then it's a good buy. It's just, it's not personally for me. So Charlotte Tilbury, now someone said, I think it's one of the accounts I follow, maybe Way or We. Anyway, I think it was that account. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was Charlotte Holcroft, actually, I think, that said it. But apparently Charlotte Tilbury is like, you know how Dior has that Dior Backstage brand? Well, apparently Charlotte Tilbury is doing something like that with her own brand, which I actually think is a really good idea for her. And with that, she is releasing this thing. I think this product right here is actually part of that Backstage collection. Now, of course, this could all be completely made up, but that is, oh, that's clever. I'm trying this Makeup by Mario brow pencil for the first time, and it's like a pen where it goes up and down. I could be completely making that all up, but that is what I've heard, that this is part of that Backstage collection, which would kind of make sense how it's got like the little angel wings on it. I don't know why she would have picked those angel wings like that though, just because that makes me think of Victoria's Secret, but I don't know if we want to be like likened to them right now, you know. I think it's a good idea having a translucent one of those shades. Is it what I would pick up? No. I like the fair shade from her. I just don't know. Oh, maybe. I'd watch some reviews first before I just picked this up, but I think it is a good idea to have a translucent one. I can see the need behind it. Melt Cosmetics has released matte bronzers, and I think I'll pick one of these up too, actually. So this is the Ultra Matte, which is, I think they've probably scared some people off with that. But it says it's an Ultra Matte powder formula and blends like cream. So I'll be interested to see what kind of like the formula is. And it says effortlessly melts into your skin, no patchiness or harsh lines. And it comes in 4 shades, so light, medium, tan, and dark. I'm kind of intrigued. Are you guys intrigued by that? Would you like to see my thoughts on that? Let me know, obviously, in the comments you want to see any of my thoughts on any of these products. Just let me know. And like the more people that say they want to see my thoughts, obviously they're the products I'll prioritize. And then did you guys see that Prada is releasing Prada Beauty? And I know, I mean, their first launch was fragrance, which is like, yeah, okay, I get it, that's really easy, but like I hope it's not just gonna be fragrance. I know there's a heap of people that are like, oh, like another makeup brand and like another designer brand, but yeah, give it to me. I would be so interested to see what Prada would bring to the equation, you know, with the luxury beauty space. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, another beauty brand. I'm like, yes, give me another beauty brand. What are you gonna bring to the table? Are you gonna wow me? Are you gonna be interesting, you know? And if they're not, well then unfortunately they will obviously die off like, you know, the unsuccessful ones. But I'm always interested. I think there's enough people and population in the world to keep them all going. You know, I don't think we realize like we've got 7 billion people in the world, okay? Like it's enough people to have more makeup brands. About Face released cream blushes and they look awesome. I really want to try a heap of About Face products. People seem to be raving about this brand. I don't know if it's just because of TikTok and it's actually good or what, but I would really love to try these cream blushes and quite a few About Face products. The products, they don't do Australian shipping on their website, which is disappointing because they do like shipping to pretty much everywhere else except Australia. So these are a huge like interest for me, but you guys let me know if that's interesting to you. And would you be interested in an About Face kind of review? Would that be intriguing to you guys? Because their products do intrigue me. Oh, the Fenty Beauty Easy Drop Lid All Over Glow Enhancers. I will be picking that up. I actually went to purchase it from the Fenty Beauty website, but you've got to spend so much money to get free shipping, and then the shipping's expensive if you don't. So I'm just going to wait for it to come to Sephora Australia, because I feel like it's not one of those products that like I don't think my channel has been like built around being the first person to like get new products and try them. It's just kind of like when I get them, and if you guys are interested, you're interested, and if not, hopefully we just have a good old time. So I definitely don't want to be like a review channel, if you will. That does not tickle my pickle. I just like to pick up the products that interest me at the time. Side note. But anyway, I will wait for these to come to Sephora Australia, and then I 100% am going to pick one up because they look lovely. I did not like the Easy Drops, like the foundation tint. I did not like that. That was not for me, but they look lovely. Huda Beauty released that Love Fest collection. What did you guys think about that? I know it's already released. I was disappointed that they haven't released the cream blushes on any retailers. That seems to just be directly on her website, because that was the only product that I actually wanted to pick up. And so if they were released on like Cult or Sephora or Selfridges or something, I would have picked up one of the cream products. I think the eyeshadow palette's really pretty. Like, I genuinely can see like how pretty that the eyeshadow palette is. It's just not something that I need. Like, I wouldn't wear those kinds of, the neutrals in there are really pretty, I would wear those, but it's just the purples. I just really don't wear purples like that on the everyday. So I just would pick this up, do a video, and then I would really very rarely ever pick it up. So there's just not really much point unless you guys were like desperate to see a review. I think this is an awesome collection. Like, I think they nailed the packaging. I really like the fragrance. Like I said, I would pick up those cream blushes for sure. Like that, if they ever get released to the retailers, I'll pick them up when they do. Or if she releases something else on her actual website that I want to pick up off her website, then I'll pick it up then. And the lip products look really interesting. Not colors that I would wear on the everyday to warrant picking up, but they look interesting. So great collection. Not mad at it. Did any of you guys pick it up? What did you guys think? I'm just going to put some mascara on quickly. Nars has released their holiday collection already. It consists of an eyeshadow palette, a blush palette, an invisible powder, it looks like, and a lip product. I presume that there will be some like Laguna and Orgasm sets that come out as well. I'm just going to quickly line my lips. I'm going to go in with this muted mauve. I don't know if this is going to look good. We can always change it. But I really want to try this formula today. Oh, actually, that doesn't look too bad. What I might actually quickly do... Oh, actually, I'm going to put some of this Mario lip gloss on as well, because why not? That is beautiful. That is actually beautiful. All right, anyway, I'm just gonna quickly go and put my hair topper on, and then if you don't know, I suffer from hair loss, long story, but I'm gonna go do my hair, and then we'll come back, and then I'm gonna give you guys some more thoughts on more products. So just a jiffy. So I'm back, I've done my hair and all of that jazz. I'm really happy, as a side note, with the way that the makeup has turned out. What do you guys think? I like it. It's all gone well. Let's get back to this. So the Nars holiday collection. There is the eyeshadow palette, obviously a cheek palette, all of this jazz. And I know that like as a beauty kind of community, if you will, or people who watch like a lot of beauty content and have a lot of makeup, we look at this and go, been there, done that, why, you know, all that jazz. But I think it's really important to remember that obviously this sells because otherwise they wouldn't do it every year. And there's probably a lot of people that kind of keep their makeup collection to a normal amount, and although what's normal, but you know, different conversation, but also kind of look every year at that holiday time to kind of put these kinds of things that maybe they wouldn't splurge on for themselves but are interested in, and put it on their Christmas wish list and that kind of jazz. So while this isn't for me, I can see for holiday that it is a beautiful holiday collection. And I like the star imprints. I think they're really cute. And the eyeshadow palette is pretty. It's just not colors that I personally would wear. So because of that, I wouldn't pick this up. But if I was into those colors, I would. But overall, I think it's a solid holiday collection from them. I really do. I think it's pretty. I'm going to talk about this Gucci palette. I know it's been out for a hot little minute. I was almost tempted to pick this up, because I'm very curious about the formula. I'm very curious about the whole kind of Gucci element. I love luxury makeup, as you know. I seem to just be getting bougier as I get older. I really, really, really like that lip. I actually think when that lip product comes to Australia, actually I can probably pick that up off Selfridges. I actually think I might pick that lip product up. That lip product is really beautiful. I didn't actually pay any attention to the lip, but the lip looks lovely. I like the eyeshadow palette. I like the packaging of the eyeshadow palette. For me, this is a better color story than the previous palette. It's like the same color story, but slightly different. But I saw Michelle Wong do a wear test of this palette, and by like 6 or 7 hours in, literally all of the eyeshadow had completely worn off her eyes, like completely gone. So I don't know, but then I know one of you guys have this palette, and I'm not calling you out just in case you don't want to be called out, but I know which one. You said that you absolutely loved it and it was like a must-have. So I don't know, I'm curious. This is probably one of those palettes as well that if like enough of you guys wanted to really see it, I would, you know, splurge and pick the money up, because I am very intrigued in it, but at the same time I haven't seen that it's good quality, so that also makes me nervous, you know? Oh, this one I 100% want. The House Labs foundation, also great shade range, good job Gaga. But I really want to try this. Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, yes please, $45 US, 50 shades, coming soon. Apparently this was leaked, and that's why it is like still coming soon. I think they dropped it too early or something. I obviously would need to check the ingredients like I do with every kind of foundation launch. And as long as it's in me friendly, I 1000% will pick this up. I'm super intrigued. Would you guys be interested in a House Labs, like, I say review, but it will probably just be like me trying the products and in like a get ready with me or something, and then I tell you my thoughts, you know the style that I kind of do. Would you guys be interested in a House Labs one? Because I have been curious about their products. I just wasn't sure if it was like been there, done that, or you guys just completely weren't interested in it all. Maybe I'll put a poll up on my community tab. Oh, Give Beauty, in exciting news, I saw is coming to Sephora Australia soon. Very excited by that. I know that a heap of people aren't interested in Gwen Stefani's brand, but I don't know why. It is so basic and boring that I'm into it. I really am. It's so basic and boring that I'm genuinely into it, and once it launches in Australia, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna pick a few products up. And they're releasing glosses, I think it is. Bubble Pop. Oh, Bubble Pop Electric. I love that from her thing. Yeah, High Shine Gloss. Cute. YSL has dropped their holiday makeup collection. So it's an eyeshadow palette in the color Desert Nude, and then 2 lips, and then I think a cushion foundation. Yeah, I actually kind of wanted to get this eyeshadow palette, but again, would be interested in seeing if you guys were even intrigued in this. The color story is very basic and boring, but I was more like, I'm very intrigued as to why this costs like $200 and is the formula crap or good for $200? So I don't know, we'll see how my money's going, and maybe I'll pick that up. But this Dior collection, the Miss Dior Milfiore collection, I want this so bad. And I know, it's so basic, but that packaging, oh, makes me angry. It's so cute. Like that little, what is it? So it's a shine lipstick, the cushion powder, the eye palette, and then there's a couple of like bath products and stuff. I do not have a bath, so shan't be getting those, but those lipsticks and that packaging looks amazing. That cushion powder, I've actually wanted to try that cushion powder for so long, so if I see it drop in this packaging, no lie, we'll probably pick these up. Launches 21 September, sorry. And I think I probably wouldn't pick up the Quint because the packaging is, I just really want the 2 lip products, or even just that flower lip product and that flower powder quad. I like it a lot. So I'm into that. Tom Ford is releasing 2 new quads, and they're the cream formula, which is like one of my personal favorites from them. So they're releasing a violet sateen one, which is like kind of like deep purples, and then they're releasing a velours khaki, and it's like a khaki green. And if that palette, I'm not going to pick up the purple one, I won't really use it, but I'm picking up this khaki green one as soon as I see it get released anywhere that I can buy it. I don't care how much money is in my bank account, I'm buying this. I love it. I think this is stunning, unique. I mean, it's not crazy unique, I'll give you that, but I'm into it, especially because I love that formula so much. Guerlain has also released what their holiday collection will look like. None of these have like any dates, by the way, but theirs is going to be a bronzer with like a pretty like gold star kind of embossing like they do, a heap of lip products. I don't know what that thing is. It's like a gloss, I guess. Maybe like an eye gloss. And then a quad. I actually think it looks really, really pretty. I'm interested. Apparently Galan has a new makeup director and she really wants to, because apparently like the brand has been known more so for skincare, but the director that's come on board really wants to boost their makeup side, which I am into. And I feel like you can kind of see that in the Galan releases quite a bit lately. And this brand is intriguing me. I'm not gonna like jump in right now with purchasing a lot from the brand, but I can see myself starting to really like start dipping my toes in the water with it because their releases have been like super intriguing to me. So yeah, I wouldn't, again, I like the look of this quad, like my eyes get drawn to it and I get drawn in as in like, oh, that's cool, I need that. But when I break it down individually by shade, I wouldn't wear 3 of these shades consistently. Like 2 of them I would wear like never, but I would wear the pink and the orange quite a bit. But so it's not a color story that I could justify, but I am really starting to get super intrigued by this brand. Alrighty, I feel like that is enough for now. I feel like we went through a lot. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place, and I'm sorry if the quality wasn't as good. Bear with me, hang in there. If it is good, happy days. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. I want to know. We covered so much, but I'm really intrigued to see what you guys are interested in, what you're picking up on. Let me know if I've missed any really good releases that I didn't talk about. I'd be super interested to know. And then lastly, let me know what products you want to see on the channel. Not even so much necessarily in dedicated reviews, but just ones that you want to see pop up in like, you know, trying new makeup videos or whatever it is. I've left you with a lot of homework there, apologies. And I hope you enjoyed the video in some way, shape or form. If you're watching till this point, you know you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't already, pretty please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are so close to 6K. I think when I'm filming this, we've got like 80 subs to go till 6K, which is like, thank you so much if you do subscribe or support my channel in any way. I love you so much if you do. And other than that, I hope that you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!